Welcome, everyone, to another edition with your favorite college for free coach and the college prep boss. Okay, so I literally lost my train of thought, but it's all good. So, we're going to talk about, um, I'm just literally like losing my thought, but that's okay. It's all good. It's not perfect. So, let's talk about four things you should be doing right now in the month of October. If you are a college bound student, whether you're in middle school, high school, here are four things you should definitely be focused on here in the month of October. The first uh, focus area I want to highlight is applying for colleges. Now, this is for only seniors right now. Applying for colleges. It is important for you to apply early in the process. Early bird gets the worm when it comes to college admissions. So, this is the month where you should be diligently working to get all of your college applications in. So make sure you're looking at the schools and looking at their deadlines. I don't care if their deadline is January 1st, January 15th. Early bird gets the worm. So tip number one is to get your scholarship, your college admission applications in this month in October. So that's tip number one. The second tip is FAFSA. The FAFSA opened on October the 1st. You do not want to wait to submit your FAFSA. I know you're probably saying, well, the school deadline, they said I have until the end of November or January to do it. The early bird gets the worm, okay? Get your FAFSA done now. You don't want to delay. Delay can cost you money and opportunity. So tip number two, we are going to get our FAFSA completed, all right? So tip number one is we're applying for scholarships. Tip number two is completing the FAFSA. Now, let me go back to tip number one because I want to make sure you understand this. I want you to get your application in and don't wait until your test scores come in to apply. Go ahead and apply. As soon as you get your test scores, send them over to the school. But what we're not going to do is wait for the test scores to come in and then apply. Okay? So make sure you get that out your head. If you were thinking to do that, stop it. Go ahead and apply. Don't delay. All right. So tip number three. Now, this is for all non-seniors. Hopefully, you signed up or your school signed you up for the PSAT. The PSAT will be happening here in the next week or so. If you are taking the PSAT, which I hope you are, it is required for juniors. So hopefully every junior listening to this enrolled in taking the PSAT. I want you to take that test seriously. Study for it, prepare for it, because that test is not only an indicator of what you would do on the real college entrance exams, but it is also an indicator for colleges and other educational entities to offer opportunities to you based on your score. So you want to take it seriously. The other reason you want to take it seriously as a junior is because the score acquired during junior year is the score used to determine National Merit Scholars. If you don't know what National Merit Scholars is all about, look it up. I need to give you guys a little work so you can have some sweat equity in this game. I can't give you everything. The National Merit Scholars, that door open is that getting that designation opens the door for scholarships, but it's only based off of the junior year score. But we want to take it freshman year, sophomore year. Some schools even allow students to take it 8th grade year. The earlier you start, the more familiar you'll become with the test, and it allows you to hone your test taking skills over the years. So that way, junior year comes, you got it in the bag. You can knock it out the park because you're going to be more prepared, and you're not going to be as anxious and unfamiliar with the test and how it is set up. So tip number 3 is getting the PSAT taken, taking it seriously, and working to score as high as possible. All right. Can you guess what tip number 4 is? If you've been following me over the years, you should know what tip number 4 is. It's all about the money. Applying for scholarships. That's going to always be in the equation. There should never be a time where you are not applying for scholarships if you are a college bound or college student. Yes, that means if you're in college, you should still be applying for scholarships, just as if you're not in college and you're in kindergarten, anywhere from K through 12, you should be looking for scholarships. So tip number 4 is, hey, doubling down on scholarship applications and making a commitment to complete more applications. You can't win if you don't apply, but you don't want to wait till the last minute to start applying. So you want to start the process early. All right, so let's go ahead and recap real quick. So tip number 1 is for high school seniors, you're going to get all your college applications in this month. Yes. Tip number 2 is for mainly 8th through 11th grade students. You are going to take the PSAT. Yes, we're going to get the PSAT taken. Hopefully you registered to take it because registration is already closed. Now, they did add another test. I believe it's for January as a makeup. So you can inquire about taking it in January. So look into it, talk to your school counselor, or reach out to College Board. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is, I just drew a blank. I forgot what it is. Let's see. We said, because I know scholarship was number 4. The FAFSA. Like, how can I forget that? This is also for seniors. Seniors, get that FAFSA in. And what I'll tag on to that, for those who are non-seniors, you're not able to do the FAFSA yet, but what you can do is complete the EFC Forecaster. So Edward Frank Charlie, EFC Forecaster. All right. So go ahead and get the EFC Forecaster done, because that will give you a forecast or predict what your EFC would be when you are a senior. Now, to learn what that means, that's another lesson, but you want to get that number. Okay. So that's tip number 3, complete the FAFSA. That's for seniors, or everybody else, do the EFC Forecaster. The last tip, again, we're going after the money. We are applying for scholarships, and we're being more aggressive in our efforts in getting it done. Because remember, you can't win if you don't play. But we need that money to help pay for college. That money also helps to cover that EFC value you are going to get when you do the EFC Forecaster. All right. So let's get busy. Let's put these 4 tips into action. The time to be ready is not the time to get ready, you guys. So let's learn how to stay ready. And the College Prep Boss is here to help you stay ready so you can go to college for free. All right. Thank you for joining me for another edition. Make sure you check out our Facebook community, because other resources are shared there. You don't want to miss out on that information. You also can check out our website, crushcollegedebt.com, and that will allow you to learn more about our private services and how you can work with us. All right. Until next time, this is your college prep boss signing off. Until the next edition, let's learn how to kill the college game. All right. See you later.